Failing to plan is planning to fail. Does that sound like a cliche? I'll tell you another one. Whatever you refuse to develop, it will develop by itself. Good day and welcome to another interesting episode of Employment Ready Podcast. Today we are going to be talking about career choice or deciding on a career. Let's understand that we can use career, employment, job, work, profession interchangeably. However, there are slight difference when it comes to defining all these terms, but then I want us to understand what it is. We're not getting into a very critical analysis of the words, but understanding employment, understanding that you have to prepare for employment and a career is involved, a work, a job, and a profession is all involved in that. So if you are preparing for your employment, then you should know that you are also preparing for a job, you are preparing for work, you are preparing for that profession, and you're preparing for a career at the same time. So here it is. Let me talk about for us that are into the formal education system. At the secondary level, you may decide on a career that you want to pursue. What I mean by that is a course that you want to study in the university, polytechnic, or the college of education. Probably that's your decision, or your parents or your friends made you to have interest in that course, or the way it sounds sweet. I remember one of my friends was telling me that when he was in secondary school, he had the course chemical engineering. No, industrial engineering. And since he heard that, it was like, wow, this is because I'm going to study. It sounds so nice in the air to say that I'm studying chemical engineering. So you see how funny it is that just the name of a course at that stage can influence someone to say that this is the course he wants to study. And that's not all. Then you graduated from your secondary school. You have the NACO, is it GCE, and the JAM. Now we're waiting for admission. And you didn't get the admission. And the next year you applied again. The admission is here, but guess what? What you have dreamed, you seeing yourself in those lab coats, going to the theater, tearing the skin, the reason why you're doing the surgery, and all of a sudden your course has been changed to something that's not related to what you want to do. Woo. And then you refuse to take that course, you refuse to go to the school that year, and you wrote another jam, and then the admission is there, and you still didn't get it. It's another different annoying course that you don't want, and then your parents like, no, please, we are tired of you eating our food, we want you to leave, just go and study the course anyway. And you're in the university and you're not paying attention. You are still saying that if only your parents give you another chance, probably you get that admission, or if the university is not the way it is, you would have got the course you want. And now you're not concentrating, you're not doing well, you're doing it anyhow. It's your dad who said, this is the course I want you to go and study university. You're doing well at it, and then you get the admission, you're in school, and you're going around saying that, well, when I'm done, I'll get another admission again. I'll go back to school because this for my dad. I'll go and give him the certificate to do what he wants to do with it. There are a lot of things involved in deciding on a course. What I want us to understand, for us who are in the formal education, is that is the course. It is a course, but your career is totally different from that course. What I want to advise today is that separate your career from the course you're studying in the university, college of education, or whatsoever institution you are in today. You should make them two different things. Your course and your life's goal is not the same thing. They are not the same. So whatever course you are studying today, shut it up and listen to what you want to do today. Like myself now, I am studying literature and English. I am the one who put that course during JAM, and luckily enough I got that course, and today what I'm doing is not related to it. then probably I would be like those who are blaming their parents or the university if this course is not my own choice. Career decision is you deciding on what you want to do for the society, what you want to become in the society, not when you grow up. Because let me tell us something. Our career already began a long time ago. I don't even want to say that our career began from the day we were born, but then our career began a long time ago. Whatsoever situation we find ourselves, it's a process, a progress in our career, and all those things that we don't have control over are just pushing us forward. And if only we look at them in another light, that's when we will understand that what we are being born on earth to do is totally different from our courses in the university. So I'm not here to tell you how to decide on a career. I just want to advise us that we should look at what we can do in our society, not what we are currently doing right now. And when we identify that, let's study what that thing is. When we study it, we are going to understand how we can approach it. Is it that this course, okay, if we're in this university, is that this course we are studying, do we really, does it require us to really quit it? Or when we finish it, we have to get another JAM form to go back to the university again? Or it just need us to take an online course that we get a certificate for, or we need to acquire a skill so that we can do that thing. So decide on a career today. Decide on that career. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I can tell you where to work. I can tell you how you contribute in the society, but I can tell you that there is a need for you to decide today. Make that decision today, please, so that you will not allow the career to develop itself. Because when you are not doing it, it's doing it by itself, and probably tomorrow you will not like where you're going to go because you did not pay attention to where you are today. And if you have not yet decided on this specific thing you want to do in our society, if you have not yet identified that very thing that you want to do, you have not yet decided on a career. Yes, if you cannot say that tomorrow when I graduate from school or after acquiring this skill, I'm going to be working at Prod Minds Concept, you have not yet decided on a career. And not just saying that tomorrow you'll be working at Prod Minds Concept. You should also define what exactly you want to do in Prod Minds Concept. Are you going to be editing our podcast? Are you going to be handling our social media? Are you going to be the operations manager? Are you going to be the director? Are you going to be the coordinator? Or you're going to be our coach or mentor? You have not yet decided on a career. Thank you very much for staying with us in this episode. We will be with you next week to discuss another interesting topic. In preparing you for your employment, let us know if you've learned something from today's podcast by leaving a comment below. And if you like this podcast, please like it. If you don't like it, also hit don't like. It is very important for us to know how our audience are relating with what we are uploading here, so that we'll know how we can make it better. We'll know where we are making flows, and then we adjust when we would know what we have what we are doing well, so that we keep on doing it well. Thank you very much. Goodbye.